Hi, it's Luang from Make Test Repeat, and this is my 3D printed phone clamp. I needed one for my home renovation videos which are taken at the limited space and too small for my tripod to be there. Of course, you can use it at the phone stand while you are cooking to watch some movie. Just clip it on the cupboard door, or when you are lying down on the bed to watch some movie again. As you can see, it can be set at different angles at your convenience. The original idea came from Morley Kert with genius spring clamp. He designed this clamp in Fusion 360 and 3D printed it. I would like to modify the design, and I am a fan of FreeCAD, so here is the remix. There are 4 pieces that need to be 3D printed. The first one is the ball mount that you go directly on the clamp. Then the socket, the sign color here, go over the ball, and then you have the plate to go on top of the socket. You also need this handle to tune the angles of the clamp. So here how they are assembled all together. There will be another video to show you how to design each of these parts in FreeCAD, as well as the example here for whoever interested. You can subscribe to my channels and you can get updates about this video. In terms of hardware, you will need this. First of all is the camera mouse screw with the D-ring. You can find this from AliExpress or any shop here. The second one is the two M5 heat inserts. This you can also get it from Amazon or AliExpress. Then for M5 screw, you will need 2 lengths. The first one is 12 and the second one is 20 millimeter in the M5 screw. The head doesn't matter. It can be at any head, because of course it's not gonna be called the shank head, but whatever head is fine, because we're gonna manage them by the hex nuts right here. You can see this is the you need 3 of these M5 nut, and we use it 2 for the handle and 1 for the clamp. In this video, I will walk you through the assemble process. So let's gather all of the parts and make it together. First of all, we will need to put the heat insert M5 into the ball. It's the big insert, so it's gonna be easy for you to do with the soldering iron. I have the tip, but you don't really need the tip for this thing. Just make sure that you put them in flat and stable. Then we do the same thing with the socket. M5 heat insert to the side where we can adjust the position later. Here it is. Just push it and it will stay inside. The next step is adding the camera mount screw. It to put on the camera mount on it. So here you have the gap and everything ready. Just put it. It should be fit nicely. Then we will need to add some of the hot glue. First of all, you need to add it around the D-ring to keep the whole thing staying there. Then of course we need to add also around the surface of the socket so that we can mount the plate on it. Just to make sure that you align them well, and then be easy to go down, and keep them tight until it becomes cool and attached together. Now if for the handle, first you add the nut into the hexagon plate or the handle, then we just tighten the screw in. Make sure that you tighten it, because we don't want it to move when we adjust the position. Whatever head you have there is fine. I have a hexagon socket there, but whatever screw, you just need to hold it and tighten it. That's it. Then we will need to add the second nut to keep them in the spot. This is how you can tighten it. You don't need to cut and glue like in the design of Kert. That's it. And make sure that it tightens very well using even the plier to tighten it. Now we can put the handle into the socket like this one, just to test everything is right. As you can see, when it's done, we can mount it on the ball like this. It should be neatly sneaking in, and it can rotate a little bit. You see when I'm not tighten the handle, but of course after we adjust the handle, it should fix it at the position like we wanted it, like here. I need to tighten a little bit more, but yeah. Okay, that's it. So it's ready. Now we can put the camera mount on it. It's the phone mount that you can find from AliExpress. It already have the screw on the bottom, so you can just tighten it in. That's it. So now it's very easy for you to mount your phone on the top part of the clamp. The next step is to repair the clamp for the job. This kind of clamp is 2-inch clamp, and you can easily to find it in a hardware shop. It should have the hole right there, so I can just pierce it with the drill bit. And we add the 12mm M5 screw in there. You can add washers. Better to have washer. I don't have washer in hand, so of course I just go with it. The hole is small enough for the screw to keep them stay, and we just need to tighten the third nut into it. This will make sure that the whole thing won't be like rotating freely after you mount the whole system on it. So now it's done. You can put the top part onto the clamp like this. Just one last round. Yes. Now it can rotate a little bit, but it's fine. It's tight enough. You can tighten more if you want, but for me it's okay like that. Now let's go try it. I will try to clamp it on my workbench. Like here, you can just clamp it in. It's strong. I need to push some force. You can adjust the mount at the angles that you need, like this one here. Yeah, just a little bit. One thing to remind you is that you should print the ball a little bit thick, more profile, because it's where all the screw gonna push into it. So here's the clamp, and I'm gonna add my phone on it. Easy peasy. Okay, so let me zoom for you to see better look of it. Okay. So yeah, I can adjust the angle with the phone on to the place that I want. And this is how you 3D print a phone clamp. Thanks to Kert for sharing his idea. You can download my files in the description of this video. I hope you enjoy it, and see you in the next one. Happy making!